My name is Virginia Baygents, and I graduated from the University of Arizona in 2013 with my bachelor's degree in chemical engineering. Since graduating, I've been working in the semiconductor industry, specifically Intel. I'm actually coming up on 8.5 years there. And this industry that I work in is best known for making advanced microprocessors, but most don't realize the expanse of business units it takes to make the end product happen. The industry offers a wide variety of opportunities, and it is quite a fun one to be in. So to be honest, it wasn't microprocessors that drew me into the semiconductor industry. It was actually construction. And I know it's kind of funny because I have a chemical engineering background. But through internships, I found that I really liked construction. I like seeing nothing turn into something. And I liked seeing how all the pieces fit together to produce the end product. And after almost 8 years of learning how to build factories and why we put things together certain ways and kind of how all the pieces fit together, I've actually transitioned into contract management for semiconductor factory construction. So I'm on the kind of supply chain contracting side of the house now. This has allowed me to kind of expand my construction acumen, gain new skills. And as for the kinds of people that do well in the industry, you need to be able to deal with ambiguity and a lot of it. Being process driven and enjoying picking apart problems to solve them in a better way are also very great characteristics to have. The semiconductor industry is very, very fast paced, and you need to be able to adapt to changing terrain. It can pivot on a dime, and you need to be able to kind of just take that in and keep moving. So those are some pretty kind of important things you need to be able to do. Yeah, so it's pretty clear that in the direct sense, my degree doesn't relate to my work. I started in construction, now I'm in contracts and supply chain. But my engineering degree did teach me how to think critically and approach problems to solve them, which has helped me in all of my different ventures in my career. It also laid the foundation for how I think and break down processes and how to use data to drive conclusions to problems. So really, my engineering degree laid a firm foundation in problem solving, approaching problems, and driving conclusions. And no matter what job you take, those skills you'll use them no matter what. My degree really laid the foundation for me to take on all of my career opportunities and roles that I've transitioned in and out of. So I have a few pieces of advice to touch on. And one is that you're going to work on things outside of your degree and field of study. Take the opportunity to grow. These are very important opportunities for you. Companies care that you can think, learn, and be adaptable. And you're not going to know everything you need to be successful on day one. You're going to learn the ropes as you go. And you may be asked to work on projects that have minimal to no relation to your school studies. And that's okay. But school prepared you to think and learn. And those are really, really important skills to remember. Never underestimate the power of those, because they'll be helpful in you taking on these new challenges in any industry. These skills make you marketable and help build your work brand. The other piece of advice is try different classes outside of what you think your main interest is. You may find something that is a better fit, or you might find a new industry that you want to try out. Like for me, I have a chemical engineering background, but I ended up in construction and I really love it. And I built a career around kind of learning how things are built, both physically and contractually and supply chain wise. The other piece of information is knowing what you don't like is just as important as knowing what you like. You may find yourself taking a class or having a job that just isn't the right fit for you. But never forget, you've just gained vital information for yourself and you need to stow that away. So as you progress, you can keep things in mind of like, ooh, I'm interested in this kind of job, but wait, it has characteristics of something that was not a good fit for me. And it'll make you think about your next move and kind of refine your lens for progressing forward. The other important thing to note here is you may be in a situation that isn't the right fit for you, but you still need to perform and get the job done. But you've gained vital information in being in said situation. In terms of like getting your career started and getting into the field, for students, never underestimate the power of a career fair. Go to any and all you can and go prepared. And what I mean by prepared is have your resume ready, have it spell checked, all of that, T's crossed, I's dotted. Come dressed professionally and ready to give your elevator speech. I know some people can kind of poo-poo elevator speeches, but you need to be able to present yourself in a concise, impactful manner. I also strongly suggest applying for internships during your college career. These are opportunities to get a taste for what an industry is like, to see if it is a right fit for you, and also to kind of see what life is like on the other side once you've made it out of college, because life is completely different. You no longer have classes you need to attend and homework, and you really get to redefine what your life is like now. Through internships, you kind of get a taste for what's to come and what to expect, and it better prepares you for post-graduation. Another thing is, I've also heard great things about career services. They do resume checks, mock interviews, and have access to partnerships and opportunities. And this is a good option to also prepare you for getting yourself out there. The U of A has a lot of good resources, specifically career services, to help students put their best foot forward. And I have many friends who've utilized those services and have had great results and speak very, very highly of options they have to offer. While I was at the University of Arizona, I was actually an engineering ambassador. And this group helps recruit potential engineering students and represents the College of Engineering. And through this group, I actually got to develop and work on my presentation skills and how to deliver important, pertinent information to an audience. And I still use these skills today in industry and in the role I'm in. Message delivery is very important when you're trying to drive change or get something done, and you need to tailor your message to your audience. And through this group, I really kind of helped me work on and improve those skills. So that was really a big help to me. I also developed my networking skills through engineering ambassadors. So we weren't only just talking to prospective engineering students, but also professors, parents, and industry reps. I'm social by nature, but through engineering ambassadors, I was able to hone those skills and learn to network and connect on a more professional level. Networking is an important part of growing in industry and your career. So in school, if you can find ways to develop these skills prior to entering the industry, you will have a huge leg up. Networking has been pivotal in my career in the role changes I've made. It's a skill that I consider quite high on my necessary list. There's certain skills that are necessary to function in industry, and I consider networking to be one of them. Because the first job you enter into, honestly, at any company is not going to be your last job. It's important to connect with the people around you and that you work with, or people that you see that you want to be or have a job that you like, and connect with them to learn. A, it grows your sphere of influence, and B, having those networking connections will help kind of propel you forward and might lead you to opportunities. So I think networking is a huge one, and the University of Arizona, specifically engineering ambassadors, helped me kind of hone those skills, and I still use them today.